1-2.
From Hunter Stadium in Covington, it's state soccer playoff action in Division I as the St. Paul Wolves, the number 1 seed in Division I, play host to the 12-seeded Catholic Bears in the Division I semifinals. And a pleasant good evening to you on a very pleasant evening in the trees on the campus of St. Paul's. Ken Trahan, along with the coach, Alan DeRitter of De La Salle High School and Soccer Innovations, and Monday Night Football on WGSO 990 AM. And what a matchup we have for you this evening. The winner moves on to the state championship. This is the St. Paul's Wolves taking on the Catholic Bears. When you talk about St. Paul's soccer, you talk about excellence. This has been the preeminent program in Louisiana over the past few years. The Wolves are the 2-time defending state champions, and when you look at what they have accomplished in recent years, won it in 2011, won it in 2014, won it in 2015. They were in the semifinals in 2008, the quarterfinals in 2009 and 2010, and lost in the title match to Jesuit 3 times in 2007, 2012, and 2013. So, Alan, I think it's pretty safe to say that this is the best soccer program in Louisiana on the boys' side as we speak.
Yes, I really believe that that since the hurricane, everything has shifted to the North Shore, and St. Paul's has definitely carried that banner high and well.
Well, when you think about the St. Paul's team, you think about the ability to score, but you also think about the ability to stop teams from scoring, because the Wolves come into this game with a record of 25 wins, 1 loss, 3 ties, and they have 21 shutouts among those 25 victories and 1 tie.
Yeah, defense wins championships. And really, I was watching all 3 of their goalies in warm-ups, and they're all excellent. I mean, when you have great goalkeeping and good defending in the back, I mean, championships just tend to follow.
Of course, Kyle Schmidt will be in goal, the sophomore who's posted 22 wins this year, just the 1 loss, 3 ties. And in 27 games, he has 87 saves. He's accomplished. And as mentioned, he's just a sophomore. When you talk about the Wolves' offense, it all starts with the senior, Colin Ross, who has several scholarship offers, and, most prominently from Tampa. And he has 15 goals on the year. He's second on the team as well with 5 assists. He is an accomplished striker.
Yeah, and look, I don't know if any of y'all understand this, but to get an offer from Tampa is a huge honor. There's a lot of talent over there in Florida, and they really like to recruit internationally. So for a Louisiana player to be heavily recruited by them says a lot. A lot of that has to do with the fact that he can play any position on the field.
And he's not the only attacker they have, because when you look at the others, Nash Odenwald, another senior, has 11 goals and 2 assists on the season. In addition, Rice Thieler, a junior, has 6 goals and 4 assists. And they've got some other depth in terms of scoring. Justin Savoie, the sophomore, with 8 goals and 3 assists. And Christian Roberts, a junior, with 6 goals and 11 assists. So just a lot of scoring depth. And again, when you use the word depth, that pretty much defines the St. Paul side.
Yeah, yes. And that, again, coupled with their defense, I mean, when you're averaging really I think it's 2.8 goals a game. It's not as low as I think Coach Moser would like to have, but still, when you're at that number, you're going to win a ton of games.
The Catholic Bears, of course, under the first-year coach, Josh McReynolds, and he's done an excellent job with this team. They come in with a record of 15 wins, 7 losses, and 2 ties. They have 8 shutouts among those victories and ties this year. This is their first trip to the semifinals since 1995. So this is a once dominant program that's pretty much resurrected itself, because, as you recall, Alan, they were the top program in Louisiana at the start of the 90s. They won the state championships in 1990, 1991, and 1993. And in between, they were runner-ups in 92 and 95. So 5 straight appearances in the title game from 1990 through 95. And here they are back again in the semifinals in 2016.
Yeah, and I was on the field when they went to the semifinals the last time, and they played at Lee High School, and it was a packed stadium. But it warms my heart to hear that Catholic High is here at this level because they used to be one of the founding powers of soccer, and for some reason the tide shifted to the New Orleans North Shore region. And Baton Rouge has no shortage of soccer. Baton Rouge Soccer Association is huge, and now they have 2 more associations there. And now it looks like the Baton Rouge teams are starting to capitalize and make their runs.
When you talk about the Catholic Bears, there are some players to watch. Obviously, their keeper, Patrick Wiley, who's just a sophomore, just 1.25 goals against this year. He's been very good in goal.
Yeah, 1.25 says enough right there. And being that he's a sophomore, that's a message to all the coaches out there that you can fully expect to see Catholic High make a run. There's backup as a 9th grader as well. So once you get goalkeeping established, great things happen.
And then, of course, when you talk about offense, pretty interesting. You start with the freshman in Cole Kazanaf, who's been simply outstanding. He's their leading scorer on the year. Kazanaf has simply been putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yep, and if you look at their schedule was excellent. They really put themselves out at risk to try to play very, very good teams, and now it's starting to pay off. And this guy Kazanev is benefiting from it. He's got 2 assists as well, and I'm looking forward to watching this guy play. And you can imagine him being a freshman playing at St. Paul's at a semifinal match. The experience he's going to get right now is priceless.
Yeah, he's got the 13 goals to go with those 2 assists, and he has some help offensively from the senior Matthew Morales, who has 6 goals and 5 assists. Also, the senior Nicholas Davies with 6 goals and a couple of assists on the year in particular. And, of course, maybe their second best player would be Michael Fote, the senior, who's got 6 goals and 7 assists overall.
Yeah, I'll put a star by his name as soon as I started looking into Catholic High. And it's good to see. To win a state championship, you really do have to have some senior leadership. And we do have these 2 seniors here who are carrying the ball as well, which makes it a lot easier for Kazanev to be able to score. Hit the goals that he scored.
The winner of this match heads on to the state championship next Saturday night at Tag Gormley Stadium to take on the winner of the match between 10th seed Grace King and 3rd seed Acadiana. They are scoreless in the second half in Scott, Louisiana, right on the Lafayette border as we speak. And we'll keep you posted on that game tonight and all others too. We can tell you that St. Thomas More advanced to the championship in Division II. They beat Beauchene by the score of 5-0 a bit earlier today. So congratulations to the Cougars on that victory. Also in Division II, they're in the second half at Pan American Holy Cross and Woodlawn of Baton Rouge. They are scoreless as we speak. In the other matches, E.D. White and Vanderbilt Catholic, first half of that Division III battle, and they are scoreless. And in the other matches to tell you about, it was Newman defeating Episcopal of Acadiana 3-1 to advance to the Division IV championship game. Congratulations to the Greenies on that accomplishment. They will play the winner of Catholic New Iberia and North Lake Christian. Right now, the Wolverines are losing. It's Catholic New Iberia 1 and North Lake Christian nothing. Late in the first half of that game, 1-0 Catholic New Iberia on top. Also earlier today, St. Louis Catholic in Division II advanced to the championship as they defeated University. I said Division II, Division III.
Yes.
St. Louis Catholic in Division III defeated U-High by the score of 3-0. So the Saints move on, and they will play the winner of Vanderbilt Catholic and E.D. White Catholic.
And really, that's the dream come true since the beginning of the year. We were hoping, coaches-wise, that it was going to be a St. Louis Vanderbilt final. Now Vanderbilt's got to take care of business with their Cross Bayou rival E.D. White. But Coach Beam is a good coach. But I want to just congratulate Coach Jason Ortling over there at St. Louis because he just quietly gets it done. They didn't go out and run over everybody. They had some struggles. They had adversity. The way he coaches, it's not a free-for-all system. You really have to toe the line. And by the time he gets to the finals, look what happens. And so he's got another opportunity to put, I think, his 10th star on his jacket.
Is that all?
Is that all?
Well, Sean Moser, of course, has got a program here in St. Paul's. It's just rolling. I mean, when you think about the quality of their program, the depth of their program, the players they have, they really are the kingpins right now. They're getting the best of the best here on the North Shore, aren't they?
Yeah, and I'm looking down there at the sidelines, and like the stress level there, they might have their heart rate must be just above sleeping. They are not nervous. They've been here before, again, and again. They know what to do.
Well, they certainly do, and we figure that we're going to have a very good one on our hands coming up here shortly between the St. Paul Wolves and the Catholic High Bears. Ken Trahan with the coach, Alan DeRitter, The Alvarez brothers taking care of business here tonight, and Travis Trahan is our statistician. So we're taking care of things here in demonstrative fashion and look forward to presenting to you the best possible product imaginable here through SportsNOLA.com. Again, the winner advancing to the state championship, and that is going to be fun to watch to see what transpires. As mentioned, still no score in the other match in the second half between Grace King and Acadiana, and we will keep you posted on what happens in that match. And while we have the opportunity as well, before this match gets underway, I want to tell you about the girls and congratulate a whole bunch of local teams. It's almost a New Orleans Invitational next week at Tad Gormley Stadium in Division I. It will be the third seed Mount Carmel back in the final again. They beat Barb 1-0, and they'll take on the top seed Bird, who eliminated St. Scholastica on penalty kicks 4-3 in an absolute thriller in Shreveport. That championship Saturday, February 27th at 5 p.m. In Division II, Lakeshore with a thrilling win on the road. They beat the top seed St. Thomas More on penalty kicks 3-2, and the Titans will take on the second seed Ben Franklin, will beat Parkway 3-0. Ben Franklin looking for a fourth consecutive state championship. In Division III, Vanderbilt Catholic into the finals. The top seed beat fourth seed Loyola Prep 2-0, and they will take on Academy of Sacred Heart of New Orleans. The Cardinals beat E.D. White Catholic by the score of 3-1 Sacred Heart, the second seed. So that's a 1 versus a 2. 5 p.m. on Thursday at Tad Gormley Stadium. And in Division 4, it was Newman, the fifth seed, upsetting top seeded Catholic New Iberia 1-0. And the third seed Hannon upset Pope John Paul II 1-0. Third matchup of the year between those district rivals. And Hannon finally got the win. This was the most important one. And they're into the finals against Newman Wednesday at 5 p.m. So again, I mentioned 6 teams from the metropolitan area out of the 8 on the girls' side at Tad Gormley coming up this week.
Yeah, that's true. And another thing I'll bring out is that sometimes the girls' results do reflect the next day on the boys' results. Okay, Catholic High New Iberia was ranked number 1 in boys and girls, and now they're winning. And you best believe that St. Paul's has seen their sister school go down yesterday, and they are going to be pumped and ready to play.
No question, as the players are lined up. Catholic High will be in their black jerseys, white print and orange shorts, black stockings here this evening. And St. Paul's, the home team, in their white look tonight. They have the blue numerals and the yellow gold patches on their shirts. So easy to distinguish the two clubs here tonight wearing school colors. Crowd still filing in. Expect a good one here tonight for this Division I semifinal match between St. Paul's and Catholic High. Just to illustrate the excellence of St. Paul soccer, if you look at what they've done over the past 4 years, check out this record over the last 4 years. They've won 110 games. They've lost 6, and they've tied 8 times in the last 4 years. So that's 6 losses in 4 years. Man, what were they thinking about those 6 games? Are you kidding me?
Exactly. And one thing that Sean Moser does do, he doesn't just stay in state. He goes out of state and to try to find the best games possible so that the playoffs are really not a foreign experience for him. And so, I bet if he didn't go out of state those years, he might even be undefeated for the last 4 or 5
Sure,
years.
they lost to the best team in the country this year, Montverde Academy, in the Montverde tournament 5-0 in a match that was close until very late. St. Paul's ranked 25th in the nation by TopDrawerSoccer.com, but number 1 in Region 2 by USA Today. Last year, a mythical national championship for St. Paul, so they were undefeated, 31-0-3 a year ago. And going back to 2014, they were 29-3-1 and beat King in the final. So This is a program that, again, is as good as you'll find anywhere with what they've been able to accomplish. Thus far in the playoffs, St. Paul had a bye in the first round. They beat the 16th seed Dutchtown 7-0, and then they beat New Iberia, the 8th seed, 2-0 in the quarterfinals. As for Catholic High, they've been really good in the playoffs. Beat 21st seed Pineville 3-0, upset Senema, their district rival, the 5th seed 2-1, and then they shocked 4th seeded Jesuit 2-0. So they've given up just 1 goal in the playoffs to this point. St. Paul's unscored upon in their 2 games in the playoffs. So you can see that at any level in any sport, defense matters.
Always.
When you can prevent the ball from going into a net, you're going to succeed. By and large, you'll find a goal somewhere, and that's precisely what has happened with them. Colors are being presented at the center of the field as we get set for the playing of our national anthem here momentarily at Hunter Stadium in Covington. And again, we're glad you've joined us on SportsNOLA.com tonight along with the coach, Alan DeRitter. I'm Ken Trahan, and we're about 2 minutes away from opening kick. And now we have the prayer and our national anthem.
Tonight, St. Paul's Air Force Junior ROTC Unit, LA 041.
A year ago, Catholic was very good. They were 15-2-5, and they beat Airline before losing to Sulphur 2-1 in the state playoffs. And as mentioned, they're in the semifinals for the first time since 1995. So quite an accomplishment for the Bears. And when you look back at their victory over Jesuit in the semifinals, Jesuit led in virtually every category in time of possession, in touches and corners, and in pass completion. But Catholic kept the ball out of the net, and when they had their opportunities, they took total advantage. Michael Fote and Max Trapp scored goals for the Bears in that one, and that got them to this stage. It's a great program at Catholic. 26 playoff appearances over the years in soccer's and 23 district titles. And it's a wonderful athletic program. J.P. Kelly does a great job and has a wonderful staff of coaches across the board, including Dale Weiner, who won the Division I State Football Championship this year in a thriller over Rommel, and a great win for a great guy and Coach Weiner. The basketball team, a playoff team again. The baseball program, an elite program that won a state championship most recently. They have an outstanding wrestling program under Tommy Prohaska. Soccer, as we know, is a great program. And, of course, their track and field program is the best. They've been number one for a while. So Catholic High's athletic program, Alan, is as good as it gets.
Yes, it is. And it's like I said, it's good to see soccer back on track. And last year, really, that was a huge upset for them not to get through. And I think that's burning in their bellies right now. And really, all year long, they were never in the top 5 in the coaches poll. Mm-hmm. And that didn't faze them. I mean, they're the 12 seed right now trying to play to get into the state championship as we speak. So what a season no matter what happens here today.
Patrick Riley in goal for Catholic. It's going to be Kyle Schmidt in goal for the St. Paul's Wolves. And we're ready to kick it off. And Catholic will get first touch, and we're underway. So the Bears have possession to get things started. And Alan will tell you about the sets we have here. Long ball played, and St. Paul's will come up with it here. So the Wolves change possession right away. And they're very good with the ball in terms of being able to possess the ball and maintain it. Good passing team, aren't they, Alan?
Yeah, one thing that they love to do is to work the ball from touchline to touchline. They're not one of these teams that just possess the ball slowly, though. Right now they're working the ball really fast, and they're content to play with 4 in the back. It's looking like it looks like Catholic High is going to take a risk tonight and play with 3 fullbacks. But I need some more time to take a look and see what their game plan is. Right now, Catholic High is definitely playing low pressure, though.
So the Wolves on their own end right now, changing fields here. And here's a good look at Jonathan King. They lost possession, though, and now Catholic gets it back with Carrier coming up with it. And now play it back to try to reset. Catholic pressuring the ball here. Good job of splitting defenders and keeping this nice touch pass, and we got to move. Here's Thieler, and offsides.
Offsides. Yeah, the back four for Catholic High are playing it tight. They're playing a 4-5-1, and their attitude is they're going to let St. Paul's play around with the ball as much as they want to on their half of the field. And I guess if they're going to hope to trap them, I have a feeling that's a strategy that might come back to bite them really bad because St. Paul's knows how to get open on the dribble.
So the possession of Catholic High, and this will be a kick from their keeper, Riley. Plays it very long. Well, he's got a good leg. He blasts this one and pretty much plays it to the other end, but Again, that's going to go over to St. Paul's. Now, if you're looking at the playing field, it is the football stadium here at St. Paul's.
Right.
So you got a lot of lines out there. What you need to distinguish is that the yellow lines are the lines that matter. The yellow lines define the box area, and they also define the out-of-bounds area on the sidelines and in the end zone. So the yellow lines are what to look for here as compared to the white here at Hunter Stadium. As we are now 2 minutes in with no score, and there's a turnover by Catholic and getting it back, so the Bears will play it from the back. Playing with 4 back early on, playing a long ball in the center, and defender is there and heads it out of there. And now Catholic will keep it in. Good job to fight for the possession there and keep it for Morales.
Let's see what he does. Yeah, it looks like Catholic's not going to worry about trying to possess the ball against St. Paul's. That's a respectful move, saying that St. Paul's has a great defense. They're trying to push the ball forward as much as they can.
Austin Wiles able to clear that one out of there for the Wolves, and now they get something going on the side. Nice crossover move by King. Maintains possession with a good pass. And a nice job of splitting defenders there by Sholang. Yeah, this one goes wide, though. And Catholic will get it back.
Yeah, well, that's one of the problems. This field and most of the fields that we have in these football stadiums are very narrow.
So no scores. We approach 3 minutes in to this one. A pair of 40-minute halves. And St. Paul's with possession on the front side of the field.
Catholic back 4, really playing flat.
This is Carrier playing a long left-footed ball into the box. Keeper is there, and Riley takes care of business.
I tell you what, and Ross is being marked up, it looks like to me. I'm going to keep my eye on a little bit more, but they're not going to let this boy run free.
Heads this one, and unable to control it, so Catholic will get the ball on the St. Paul's end of the field, and we'll have a throw-in forthcoming here from Kazanath. They're a brilliant freshman. Now he'll actually give it up to Tate to throw it in, the junior. He looks for Kazanath. They have him marked, headed out of there, but still fought for and controlled by the Bears, and they'll have another throw-in. They continue to look for the freshman, and they've got him marked on every play. They clearly want to get in the ball. He's that good.
Yeah, and they have him sandwiched. Very good job of St. Paul's for doing a good job with the scouting report.
Well, no secrets here, obviously. The teams know each other very well, and Kazanath is the primary striker for the Bears.
One thing that's surprising me is Catholic High's outside people, the people on your screen, they're really pinched in. That's going to make it a lot easier for St. Paul's to just keep stealing the ball like they just did.
And we'll get our first foul of the game here. St. Paul's will maintain possession. You get tempted to call the yard lines here looking at the football field.
Yes, you do.
It's just too easy to do.
Yes.
I'm going to avoid doing it. I think my son will kill me if I do that. I'm trying to convince him it's all about football here today.
Football indeed.
There you go. Turnover by the Wolves, and now the Bears come charging back the other way. Nice ball to the middle here. And the crossover stolen away, though. Nice job defensively for St. Paul's, but now giving it back.
Yeah, I think Catholic High is worried about just clogging up the passing lanes instead of trying to take the ball off of St. Paul's feet.
Nice touch here, and Shalang has it on the move. He kicks it to the outside beautifully, setting up Thieler. Thieler to the center, but it's cleared out of there nicely for Catholic High by Lee. And Catholic will win possession.
Transition here.
St. Paul defender hustling back, did a good job to stop the run out. And now a good back kick. That's good defense by the Wolves to present a fast break opportunity for Catholic High.
Yeah, and Max was ready for it. Max Trapp, their junior, has scored 4 goals already this year. He was chomping at the bit to get a chance to go after the goalie.
Throw in, and Catholic trying to maintain possession here.
Oh, that's a boy. I don't know what the foul was.
Ticky-tack there. We are at the 34-20 mark, about 5.5 minutes into the first half with no score here in this Division I state semifinal. Ken Trahan with Alan DeRitter. So glad you've joined us wherever you're watching this evening, and I know we have a huge audience, and we deeply appreciate it.
Okay, long ball played. Oh.
And this will make it to the center, and a nice touch pass by Thieler. Thieler gets a touch for Ross, and Ross changes fields to King. King with a left footer, cross field, cut off, but now St. Paul's keeps it in. They've got something here. Nice crossover. A lot of black shirts there. Good job of of contracting by Catholic defensively and surrounding the ball. But now St. Paul's wins the ball anyway. This pass is going to go through, though, and out of the field of play, and Catholic will get possession.
I'll tell you what, St. Paul did a good job of, there was a deep cross that they played, and Boudreau came in late, anticipating that the ball would deflect off of a Catholic High player, and he had a chance to get a first shot on goal for him.
No real opportunities yet, no shots on goal per se.
Yeah.
Riley made one stop, but about 15 yards out, so really not a shot on goal. That's been it thus far with no score as we approach 7 minutes into this one from Hunter Stadium. Nice job on the header to get it out of there. St. Paul's has done a good job on the defensive end and pretty good in midfield, too. King with possession to Shalang, and Shalang loses it as it'll come back the other way with Morales. Wisely goes back to reset here.
Well, let's see what they do.
Looking for structure. Well, that pass almost stolen by the St. Paul's player, Thieler. St. Paul's really pressuring the ball here. Ross in a chase position.
Catholic High tried to possess it a little bit.
Out of bounds, too. Should be St. Paul's ball. And it is. Good call. And King will have the throw in on the plus side of the field.
Okay, with Max, Catholic Guy's only keeping Max up on the top, and so that's allowing St. Paul's to be able to push up the two outside fullbacks, which one of them just headed the ball just now, and if you're going to let them play offensively, watch out, because they're going to keep pushing the ball outside and working it from one side to the other, as they're doing right now.
Carrier to Boudreau, and now back pass here to restart with Longo. And now back to Shalang. To the side, here's a nice ball for Thieler. Thieler trying to earn something here, but a nice job defensively to take it away. Good job. Good tackle by Catholic High to get it out of there. The Bears trying to counter. Hard collision for the ball there. It's a 50-50 ball, no call, and St. Paul's has it on the steal. Here's a nice play into the box, and Riley gets out of his spot and off his mark to go get it before the St. Paul's player can arrive, and Catholic High will earn possession. Good read by Riley and got out quickly to get there.
Yeah, that was a real good no call. I mean, you know, it's got to be physical in a Division I boys semifinal. I'm glad the referee kept the whistle in his pocket.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 ball. I mean, you know, you can't find fault there. There's a good job to win the ball and move forward. And they find Kazanev on the right wing. They'd love to get him touches. Kazanev crosses toward the box, kicked out of there by Carrier and cleared out. And now Catholic trying to keep it in. And they will have the throw in as a result.
Yeah, that was just a blind cross, and against St. Paul's, I don't think that's going to work.
9 minutes in here with no score. And we'll get our first sub for Catholic High as they'll bring in Eli Weathers, the sophomore who has a goal and 2 assists on the year. So Weathers comes on for the Bears as Coach McReynolds makes his first move. Talk about the substitution rules, Alan, so that people understand.
Okay. We in America in youth soccer, we have free substitution if your team has possession of the ball. Mm-hmm. He has to check in at the middle line. That's why there's a fourth official there to make sure that no one can sneak on the field. Right. But if it's not your possession, then you cannot sub in. And it's free substitution, unlike regular soccer where when you come out of the field, you're done for the day. In youth soccer, you can re-enter as much as possible.
Drew Barrios out, and now it's St. Paul's ball as we approach the 10-minute mark in the first half, and no score.
Tell you what, they're letting Catholic Guys letting Ross run free, and Ross is constantly moving from touchline to touchline.
You just want to get him in space whenever possible and allow him to use his ball skills, which are superior. St. Paul's winning the ball and moving it forward. Here's Ross. Nice pass to the center, and now they get a run coming. Have this set up nicely. Nice pass to the outside here. Here's King. King, nice move to get free. Centers it nicely. Cleared out of there by the Bears. Good job defensively by Catholic, but now here come the Wolves again. Here's a chip into the box. Got through. Shot and wide.
Almost.
That ball got there, and Thieler just knocked it wide. A really good opportunity for the Wolves.
Yep.
First clean look in the box we had, of course. I say clean. That's pretty hard to get it squarely.
Yeah, it really is. And this turf moves so fast. Everything's so fast. So these long crosses, when defenders misplay the ball, anything can happen.
Indeed. So no score as we reach 11 minutes in to this one. Ken Trahan along with Alan DeRitter and Catholic will have a goal kick here. It was a really good opportunity.
Yeah,
he was able to use his left foot to get the ball in position. He just hit it wide.
He really did. And he really had back post open. I guess that's, nerves. That was a good attempt at an assist from St. Paul's. And here we go from the middle.
Yeah, we had the benefit of seeing it again. And he was able to actually control it briefly. I thought it was a one-touch, but he actually had a chance to set it up with his left foot. And now here is Shalang for St. Paul's. Yeah. Shalang showing good ball skills and knocked out of there, but still possessed by Carrier. Carrier centers it. St. Paul's unable to get through, though, as the defense is there. And now a battle for the ball in midfield, where a lot of these games are decided, these midfield battles, who wins possession.
Yes.
So far, St. Paul's a little bit better.
Yes, definitely. And I think who wins the 50-50 ball usually wins the game. I think Catholic High they're bringing their forwards, especially that freshman Kazanev, all the way back, and to leave Max alone. And that just, again, allows St. Paul's to be able to push forward, and they have an advantage now here.
Nice job by the senior King. He's done a good job in midfield for St. Paul's, but he'll come out right now. We'll get a substitution for the Wolves as Nash Odenwald, who's a very is on the senior at 5'8", 140. 11 goals, 2 assists on the year, so they get that extra offense in there now through the Wolves. As we're at 27:30 to play in the half and no score. Wolves now playing on this end quite a bit, aren't they?
Yeah, I really believe, style points-wise, you have a possession. It's 80%, 20% St. Paul right now. But that's misleading because I don't think Catholic High's goal is to possess the ball tonight.
No, and they didn't do it against Jesuit, as I mentioned, and won by 2 goals. Yeah. Here's a nice job of getting it out of there. Again, so far, the Catholic defense holding up well. Here comes a run on the far side by Kazanev.
Yeah, not going to fool anybody there.
Nope. Here is Barrios. And the white shirts are there, but still kept in on the offensive end by Catholic. Nice job here by Trapp. Trapp spins, tries to get away. Good double team on the defense by St. Paul's. Catholic keeps it in. Maintain the possession, and now Catholic still keeping it. So here's a good sustained possession for the Bears.
Foul.
No foul. 50-50 ball there. He got there first. You can't call a foul. The St. Paul's player was first. So good no call. Here's Weathers.
There might have been one there.
Yeah, that was Ross just took it away, and now Ross changes fields, and he gets forward.
Ross is wide open.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the middle, but they couldn't sustain possession, and here come the Bears the other way.
Well, he's got some speed.
He really does. Well, he gave it up, and he just sped down the middle, and he got clearance. Here's a long ball play to the left side of the field, and nobody home for Catholic, so that will be a St. Paul's throw-in.
I tell you what, I'm starting to
14 minutes in.
Yeah, I'm starting to get impressed with the Catholic High strategy because they really, really are a large team, and they're not backing down from St. Paul's experience. As they get hit, they just hold their ground.
Nick Isolani checks in, so Isolani is on for St. Paul's, and Austin Gronveld will rest a senior for a senior. Isolani with 2 goals, 2 assists on the season, and St. Paul's will have it at center field. Middle of the field as we continue on here from Hunter Stadium with no score in this Division I state semifinal.
You wanted to say the 50-yard line.
So see that? I didn't do it. I resisted the urge.
Now they're going against the wind here, and they still decide to play it long.
And here's a steal by Catholic, and Kazanev down the middle. White shirts are there.
Yeah.
And able to run it down and play it to his keeper is Longo. And now Carrier will set up. St. Paul's defense, very good, as we mentioned. Very hard to score on with 21 shutouts on the year. And so far, they've been impenetrable. No real opportunities for the Bears thus far. One
thing I'm noticing that's problematic, though, for Catholic High is that I find that players are now starting to get impatient and trying to steal the ball instead of intercept passes in the passing lanes.
Here's a one possession by Michael Boudreau. Boudreau goes wide left foots it toward the crossbar, and unable to keep it in on the far side. With a good effort, nonetheless, was Isolani, and Catholic will get it back.
I tell you what, and that's going to be, that's going to be one of the problems with Catholic High if they're going to try to steal the ball in the middle of the field, really, because once the ball gets past that defender, there's a big hole right behind him.
Good ball skill there to create an opportunity for St. Paul's, and a really good cross.
Yes.
With the left foot. Got through, but a little bit too far to the back post here.
Yeah, St. Paul really likes that long cross, that direct pass into the box, and you can't argue with their success. Very physical on that 50-50 ball there.
We've only had the one offside call, and we've had no corners yet. Unusual for this stage of the game, as we're now in the 17th minute. Nice job of spinning away and
good
changing fields. Just a good job. These midfielders very good for Catholic.
See, that was
nice
ridiculous.
move there by Carrier, and he gets it forward to Ross, who can really run. I mean, Ross can fly, and he's not small. I mean, you look at him; he's 6'1", 160.
Right.
Kind of reminds you of the frame Mullins had in high school.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. I'm always careful comparing people to Patrick, but he definitely has that kind of framework, and he's still young. I tell you what, this Jordi Ozuna, if I'm pronouncing his name right, for Catholic High, is playing, he's playing very aggressive, and he might get burned if he doesn't tone it down a little bit. But he is on fire right now. He wants that ball.
Thielen with a throw in for the Wolves. As we're now in the 18th minute, no score. 40-minute half, and now Catholic High will get it back. A little bit sloppy with the possessions here on the throw-ins. Battle for this one, and again a throw-in forthcoming. This one for the Wolves. Thaler will go in the middle of the field and finds an open man there, and Shalang, nice ball at the side. Again, that high bounce off this turf, that's a real factor, Alan.
It really is, and that's what we don't like about the turf as coaches, and what we have to get used to. And the state championship ball actually has a lot more buoyancy than the balls that we use during the playoffs, and it just bounces and bounces.
Yeah, and this ball will go out to Catholic, and that's a pet peeve of some coaches too, because we hear that from football coaches frequently, and that when they get to the championship game, they have to use a totally different ball, and it's hard on the quarterbacks and receivers in particular, guys that handle the balls. Same in soccer when you get to the dome, or when you get to Tad Gormley, I should say. Christian Roberts, the junior, checks in for St. Paul. 6 goals and 11 assists on the year as he replaces Colin Ross, who gets a blow.
Yeah, Colin's going to get some rest. I tell you what, the ball situation really, really is a problem. Okay, there's every ball's got a different texture to it, a different feel to it, and on this turf, if it's got a lot of buoyancy, it's very hard to control. A lot of teams have just totally abandoned trying to control these balls, and they started playing long ball.
Make a point there. You saw that long power throw-in. Yeah. There are a lot of goals scored off of long throw-ins in high school soccer.
Yeah, and that's all nice and dandy. But if we're going to develop a team to win in the World Cup, we can't have this kind of soccer being played, because this is not going to win at the World Cup level. You know, on this turf, it will work. And I don't blame the coaches trying to win on the turf. You know, you got to play with where you're at. But as a coach, I'm really frustrated in our player development having to have games played on this.
Well, you can see the skill of Kazanaf right there. Here's a nice ball, a little bit too long, though.
But you see on grass, that ball would have died.
Sure.
And he would have had a shot at that ball.
I think it's a very good point, because, I mean, it just accelerates.
Yeah.
Especially when you get it on the ground like that. You figure that if that was a grass field, you'd definitely get there. But, again, even with the low ball on the ground, it's going to roll. One
team that I really respect is Matt Jacquet at Newman. Since they play over there on that field on turf, they basically designed their entire offensive scheme to deal with the turf and take advantage of the fact that the ball can skim and move fast.
Yeah. Well, I think you have to. Home field is gigantic. I mean, you're going to play at least 50% of your games, likely more, if you're a prominent program on your home field.
Yep.
Which is certainly the case with the Wolves. Catholic High doing a good job in this one, as we're almost at the halfway mark of the first half, and they've held St. Paul scoreless here in this Division I semifinal. And that's the trick for the Bears, to stay in it, give themselves a chance, much like they did against Jesuit, and then they found something.
Just get one free kick. That's it. That's all you need. And right now, St. Paul's really, they're 3 forwards. They're drifting back, but they're not coming all the way back to help. So that will give Catholic High a chance to put one in the box if they could just move it to the other side of the field.
Unable to keep possession there, the Bears. And that was Weathers trying to maintain it, and now St. Paul's gets it back.
Okay, Colin was not coming in for a rest. Coach Moser was talking to him the entire time, and now let's see what the adjustment has been made.
Strategic adjustment, obviously. Yep. And again, they allow this free substitution. This is not the case on other levels, but here in high school you have this when you have the ball.
Okay.
And here's a long ball for Ross right away, but he's not going to be able to get there, or anyone else for that matter.
Yet what Coach has done is he's put Colin on that kid Jordy I was just telling you about earlier. He's going to take advantage of that kid's aggressiveness. Great move by Coach Moser. He's got Colin now in the midfield, so he can do that. Here he goes.
Good job of winning the ball here, but then a stumble and turnover, and here comes Catholic the other way. Morales plays it through, but nobody home.
Right. Turf.
And a quick release by the keeper.
Yep.
Schmidt.
Yeah, Colin is on the bottom of your screen, everybody. Number 9. And he wants that ball. He's already got 3 or 4 steps on him.
And there's Ross.
There we go.
Crosses over, and he's got free space to the left foot. Ross, and he's wide with a kick. So Ross with a good opportunity. Well, you can see his skill. Boy, that kid he can move.
I tell you what, 80 seconds after they made that move, and already a shot, a quality shot. And I think that Catholic better make a counter move very, very soon, or Colin's going to get a goal.
As we are now in the 22nd minute, approaching the 23rd with no score. Here from Hunter Stadium, Ken Trahan with Coach Alan DeRitter here at SportsNOLA.com. Ross tries to play it forward. Battle for it. They keep it alive, but now Catholic wins it back, and now give it back.
Yeah, it's 3v1. They're not going to win that one.
And here's a giveaway.
Okay.
Good job. Good read here. Nice advance to Kazanev. Well played by Roy. Cross field, and Catholic will keep it on the front end. Nice center.
Yep.
But a good job on the defense.
Yeah, he couldn't turn it.
Left-footed forward, long run coming for Ross. Can he keep it in? The answer is yes. Well, that's not Ross. That's actually 18, Christian Roberts. Roberts turns toward the center, crosses field, but there's the defense beautifully with the header.
Not over. Ross is open in the middle if they see him.
And this is not going to make it. So an offside call, and it will go back to Catholic with no score here. Couple of opportunities for the St. Paul's Wolves thus far.
Yeah, Catholic High is non-adjusting. So they feel confident that no matter where the Colin is, they're just going to keep their eyes on him. And look, it looks like Gazan is now going to try to take advantage of Colin not playing defensively. He's wide open on the bottom of your screen, everybody. What is the call here?
Not sure.
All right.
There's a foul, obviously, so St. Paul possession. And the Wolves will play it forward to the Catholic end of the field. Here's Isolani. Nice job of centering. This is Boudreau. Cross field, and this will be run down. And ball loose in the middle. Almost an opportunity for St. Paul's. Keep it in, though. Turn it. Change fields nicely, but offsides.
Offsides. Catholic High is really keeping it compact.
Yeah, they're just keeping everybody lined up pretty much at that 10-yard marker, 18-yard marker. Basically, they're just lined up there, and they're very disciplined to stay there and not go back any further, because offside is all about the offensive player getting beyond that back defender.
Right, I tell you what, that's a great tribute to the coaching, all right, because they are very, very organized. Here comes another long one.
Play the long ball, but St. Paul's able to win it.
Look, Catholic High, if you're going to play that long ball, you've got to win it.
Good idea to try to get it to Ross, but a little bit wide. Again, that ball getting there quickly off the pass by Boudreau. And now St. Paul's gets it back.
St. Paul's is so good in transition.
Shalang. This is kicked out of there. Wolves will be there. Longo. Boudreau. And now back
Low pressure
to Wiles. Austin Wiles. Wiles with a long ball down the middle. Gets through. This has got a chance. Ross right foots it over the crossbar. Bouncing ball, had it there, and it just went over the crossbar.
And I tell you what, before the ball was even played, he signaled for that pass, and the ball was placed.
That's
really
Odenwald, Odenwald on the shot.
Odenwald,
right.
Just put it up high. I mean, that's one thing. St. Paul's is not one-dimensional, and when he made that run, that's very impressive for a fullback to be able to see 50 yards away a forward asking him to put that ball to the inside.
St. Paul's creating some pressure now, but unable to get the goal as of yet. Here's a turnover to the Bears. Coming the other way. Odenwald had a really good opportunity there. Maybe that little bounce off the turf is what caused them to be slightly high. But that's part of the deal.
It's part of the deal here.
That's right. Really is. This is their field. So the Wolves will possess it with Wiles. This is Isolani.
Okay, rocks out there.
Back to Wiles. And now Longo. These guys on the back end have done a good job for the Wolves.
I tell you what, Odenwald's covering a lot of real estate, giving the two center backs for Catholic High all they can handle. Number 15, who's he?
Shilang, and here is Isolani.
There we go, Isolani. Good job by Isolani.
Getting it to Roberts. Roberts turns, tries to maintain possession, cannot. Scramble for it. St. Paul's will win it. Keep it in, but a ball cleared to nowhere. Will be handled easily by the keeper. And Riley will get it out of there as we are in the 27th minute with no score. St. Paul's clearing it. Shilang. Now a takeaway, and St. Paul's gets it back. Ross clears it. Beautiful pass. Ross gets it to Odenwald. Odenwald, left foot, saved by Riley.
Riley
came off his mark. What a job. Sure goal there. And he left his mark. You have to make that split-second decision, and he made a great save.
Yep. Bad goalies go out halfway, and they go out in doubt. This guy came in there full throttle, and that is a sophomore that made that. That is an amazing play.
In the 28th minute, a real chance. So 3 great opportunities for St. Paul's of late. And this was a really good chance here. I mean,
yes,
he had clearance. Riley just got there.
I tell you what, in his technique, coaches would give him a hard time for that. He went in foot first instead of hands first, but it worked. That's one way to get your leg broke, though, I tell you what.
Surely did. So 28th minute, Wolves pressuring the Bears now, but no score in this Division I semifinal. We'll update a bunch of scores for you at halftime. We'll also update statistics for you. We'll get a substitution here. Austin Gronveld is back on for the Wolves. And also back in for Catholic, we'll get Michael Fote.
Austin Gronveld is in the game.
Okay, Catholic High is content with one forward, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Into the box, this one still controlled by St. Paul's.
Shot.
Getting a look, left foot over the bar.
That's good.
Hard strike by Boudreau, but over the bar. So again, the shots continue to come from St. Paul's.
And that is a traditional St. Paul's shot right there. This is really the first one they've done tonight. And I think now Sean Moser might be thinking about telling them at halftime to start taking those shots. Because by the back four holding that 18, that is allowing that middle part of the field to be wide open.
Again, St. Paul's winning possession on a consistent basis now. Ross being marked hard, and he'll turn it over. Good job by the Bears to mark Ross on that play.
Had him 5-1.
But he gets it right back, and they're all over him 2-1 here. So he wisely clears it out of there to Isolani. So adjustments being made on the fly by both coaches.
Yep.
This one gets through, but Catholic will get it. This is Lee. St. Paul's keeps it on the offensive end, but a clear offsides here. Savoie ahead of the pack, and Catholic High gets it back in the 30th minute.
I tell you what, we haven't really seen whether or not St. Paul's is ready for any breakaways, but definitely Riley's ready.
St. Paul's has really put pressure on 4 really good looks. Ross, Shilang, Odenwald actually with 2, and then, of course, Boudreau with 1. So they've actually had 5 good looks here in this half.
Well, they're letting them hit each other a little bit. Riley's very confident. You can tell when they're playing out as far out as he is right now and commanding. It's very hard for a freshman to tell a senior what to do, but this team is listening to him.
Brief look at Coach Moser there. Patrick Dunn is coming on, or excuse me, Jonathan King is coming on for St. Paul. So Jonathan King back on. Chase McDougall will rest. Junior going to get some fluid. We'll get a whistle on the throw-in and a turnover. Took a couple of bunny hop steps there.
Yeah. And the problem with the ball on this turf is if you let the ball hit the turf, you're just asking for problems. You really have to go meet it first.
Weathers to the center, but there's the defense. Catholic will keep it in. A nice job to do so by Osuna. Osuna looks for the corner, and he'll get it. So we'll get our first corner kick of the game. So this will be the first corner for either team, and a real chance for the Bears, the first real opportunity they've had.
Yep. Kyle Schmidt, I tell you what, now he's starting to bark out orders. This is what Catholic High is looking for. This is what they're trying to do. Okay, they were set piece.
Fote off the corner, but this is headed out of there. And on the run.
It's a good time to score.
Possession one for St. Paul's on the counter, trying to forward it. Good job by Catholic to get there and clear it, but St. Paul's will have it. On the offensive end, and look at the quick throw in. They're not waiting. Good. They got it in quickly to Ross. Ross double teamed, and they take it away. They're marking him very hard, aren't they?
Yes, they are, and they have to. And I'll tell you what, that corner kick for Catholic High, I know that's going to be something that they're going to regret at halftime, because really none of the runs were even developing when the ball was kicked.
A little bit premature?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can't waste an opportunity like that.
Ross hits the turf.
Oh, boy.
Yells for the call and gets it.
I want to see that on replay.
So Wolves will maintain possession. Again, they're marking him hard here.
Yeah.
They made that adjustment to try to take him out of the equation, which is obviously a good move. And St. Paul's will keep possession.
Okay, they're really holding it within the 18, which is dangerous.
Centered, left footer, headed toward the goal and wide.
Yeah, Catholic High gave them
a good ball there, though, by Boudreaux.
Yeah, and Catholic High gave them a whole lot more room. They almost play close to what we call the 6-yard box. And I tell you what, St. Paul's missed an opportunity there by putting the ball high and wide. High and long, rather.
Bears with possession. Everybody catching their breath here as Riley will bang it forward. We've seen his good leg previously.
And wait till he becomes a senior.
Mm-hmm. It's commonplace for football teams to get their kickers from the soccer teams.
You better believe it. Castanev is running from touchline to touchline, and I don't know how long he's going to be able to keep that kind of energy up. Mm-hmm. Overlapping run here with St. Paul's. Good
nice tackle. Beautifully done. And a win of possession as a result for the Bears.
There's not many
options. Good job by Weathers. Good job to keep it alive by Osuna.
Good no call.
Yep. And there's
that's a good call.
As hitting the turf was Austin Wiles. And the Wolves get it back as we are in the 24th minute of a scoreless game in the Division I semifinal.
Catholic High's game plan is just really vertical. They're not worrying about moving the ball from touchline to touchline at all.
Wolves regain control.
Longo, crossfield, King.
I mean, they're going to let this guy play a long ball. They're going to give him that. And they're not going to take it. Very good job by St. Paul's to stay on their game plan.
Patience, Wiles.
Great pass.
Touch pass back to the other side to King. Anytime you can make him move laterally, you're doing something good. Yep. Good job by Ross to keep it alive. Double teamed here. He'll try to keep possession if possible. Goes out of bounds. And it should be St. Paul's ball, and it will be.
I tell you what, the Catholic High away from the ball is doing their job.
Ross with a touch pass. Got it back on the give and go, and he's taken down.
No.
Taken down right near the yellow line. Wow. How close is that?
I tell you what, if you're going to call that a foul, I'd like to see that on replay, but from where we were sitting, if you're going to call that a foul, okay, here, let's take a look. If you're going to call that a foul, that's a penalty kick, if it's inside the box.
I was really close to the box area, and we'll watch closely as Isolani is going to take this kick about the 18-yard mark. I think that's a foul in the box.
It's a penalty kick.
Yeah, I think that's a foul in the box based on what we were able to see of our own accord via our own internal replay.
St. Paul's gets in the ball. That's
Here's
smart move.
Isolani curls it in way high and over everything. So Catholic will get it back at the 4:36 mark.
Now, one thing I'll say for the center ref, the referee really does not want to be the person that causes the result of the game, and it was close, so he erred on the side of caution. But man, when he sees that replay, I don't know. I think that's a penalty kick.
Bears get it back. Riley plays long ball off of his goal kick, and Wolves trying to maintain possession on the far side of the field. And a good job of fighting for it by Gronwell. But here come the Bears.
Yeah,
knocked out of bounds, and Catholic will keep possession.
As long as the ball's in the air, there's hardly any control. Okay, they're forcing Colin to have to play defense, and he's coming back.
We have 3:40 to play in the first half, and we do have the change as we look at 24. Drew Barrios coming back on. I haven't really noticed any stoppage time thus far in this half.
No, if they give more than 2 minutes, that would be ridiculous. Because St. Paul's doing a good job. This is a first-class place. They have ball boys, and this is as good as it gets.
Bouncing throw in.
That looked like a handball.
Yeah,
it was.
Did. And it did. It bounced up and hit the player trap right in the hand. So it'll be Wolves' possession here as we approach the 29th minute. Excuse me, the 39th minute.
So St. Paul's players are in shape. There's no doubt about that. I mean, they were covering the whole field.
Wolves with King and touching it back now to reset to Wiles.
The Bears back line are playing tight. A through ball could be deadly if St. Paul's can get one.
And to do that, you have to win that ball in midfield. And
Yep.
Catholic does here.
Here's the long one.
And
nobody
home.
Nope. Oh, but here we go. Almost.
Good job hustling. I'll tell you, this Osuna is a spark plug. He flies around, doesn't he?
Yeah, I tell you what, he's going to have to lay down during halftime because he's been moving.
Nice job to maintain possession. Give and go.
Yep.
Back to the center. St. Paul's holds on. And now down he goes. No call. And
Yep.
Catholic High gets it back. But right back to the Wolves. Still with an opportunity and numbers. Wide ball off the head. And this will be out of bounds off of King as they were unable to control it. As we reach 2 minutes to play in the half.
I'll tell you what, there was a lot of
39
people.
minutes.
Yeah, there was a lot of people upset with that no call. I think that was the right call for the referee. And Grovenwald, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Gronwald?
Yeah.
Gronveld, you're talking about.
Gronveld, yeah. I tell you what, my eyesight's gone to nothing.
Gronveld, Odenwald, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, two different guys. There we go. Good guys.
He really thought that that was a foul. This could be trouble.
Wiles turns it around beautifully, though, to get out of trouble. And a guy's touched by Ross. To King, who goes long ball. And the goalkeeper comes way off his mark. He was there, read it all the way. Good job by Riley.
Catholic High is not going to attack with their fullbacks.
No, they're obviously content to play defense and look for the counter. I mean, this is clearly their strategy from the start of this game. And it's worked for them. They're even with the best team in the state. And we're in the final 2 minutes here of the first half, plus any stoppage time.
Best team in the state at their house.
Right.
I mean, this is, for those of you who are new to soccer, I think y'all just, you might just think the ball is just being kicked around. There's a lot of strategy going on out here. It's a chess match.
Nice header to Ross, who comes forward and wins possession, but unable to maintain it. And here's Osuna.
Good contact.
Gave that one away, though. And here's some space to move in. Chip toward the center. Trying to stay on side and left foots it. Couldn't quite control it.
I tell you what, Matthew Morales made a mistake trying to steal that ball, and he almost paid a heavy price for it.
And a good job to avoid being offside by Robertson. He was able to get a touch with the left foot, but could not control it. As we are in the final minute of the first half with no score. And we expect very little stoppage time based on what we've seen.
It seems to be the trend tonight with all the games.
Yeah, we'll update scores at the half, give you stats. And
no
there's the whistle.
stoppage at all.
So no stoppage time at all. We get to the half. I mentioned that. I've seen nothing to really merit that. So at the half here at Hunter Stadium, we are scoreless in the Division I championship game between the St. Paul Wolves and the Mount Carmel and the Catholic High Bears. God, Mount Carmel in the finals of the girls. I'm looking at their score right here, so I couldn't help but read it. But Catholic has done a very good job of hanging very tough here with St. Paul's through one half, and they find themselves even through one half of play. We'll take a timeout here. We'll continue in just a bit, and we'll update you on scores throughout the rest of the state. And we're glad you've joined us here at SportsNOLA.com, brought to you by First NBC Bank.
Constantly thinking about nachos all day and have no idea how to solve this problem? I got good news for you. There's a concession stand. They got great prices.
We think sports is an important part to the growth of young people. But sports bring a lot more than that. They bring dedication. They bring teamwork. The life skills they learn in sports are really important. So we just think sports is a really great way. It's fun for our kids. They enjoy it. All of us came up playing sports. We learned from sports the commitment needed, the dedication, the preparation. All those things are key parts of the business world and of making a good living are all parts of sport.
Ken Trahan along with Coach Alan DeRitter as we are at halftime. It is St. Paul's nothing, Catholic nothing through one half of play. And this has been pretty much controlled by St. Paul's thus far. Stats provided by Travis Trahan. Shots thus far, St. Paul's with 8. Catholic has had none. They had one directly on goal. A few that went over the top, of course, obviously. Fouls committed, 4 for Catholic, none for St. Paul's. And corner kicks, 1 for Catholic High and none for St. Paul's thus far.
Really is a game that looks like both teams are trying not to lose, but sooner or later somebody's going to have to turn it up and try to win it.
Well, they're in penalty kicks in the other Division I match. And in penalty kicks, Grace King made their first. Acadiana missed their first. We'll keep you posted. The winner is on to the state championship against the winner of this game.
Really exciting games going on right now.
No question. Second half ready to start here. St. Paul's will have it first. And they'll be going left to right, watching here at SportsNOLA.com. Glad you were doing so. Thanks to the Alvarez brothers for taking care of business here this evening.
Here we go.
Here we go. Second half underway. Long run. And a good job by St. Paul's and Ross Thieler to get down there, but Catholic High will get the possession off of a quick throw-in. And a good job on the header by St. Paul's to keep it in. Ross trying to win the possession. Tied up and unable to control it. St. Paul's will continue the pressure, though. And this one goes out, and it'll be a St. Paul's throw-in.
Coach Moses
in a dangerous position.
Coach Moses did not
nice touch here. Ross turns, left foot's in.
Got it.
Ross, beautifully done. Ross off the assist. And it is St. Paul's up 1-0 as Ross gets the assist, and he does it in the first minute of the second half. What a job.
Want to look at that. Okay, I tell you what, they pushed Colin Ross to the other side of the field from where he was playing the first half. Maybe they saw something we didn't, and that created this opportunity to be wide open. What a shot on target.
Right, it was a back pass, beautifully done. A one touch to Ross. Left foot's it in.
Left foot.
And it's 1-0. St. Paul's as a result, and it didn't take long, did it, Alan?
No, it did not. Okay, Now I want a chance to see what in the world the change that Coach Moser made. But definitely, yes, Collins in a totally different position again. Now he's up on the top. He's playing basically a right forward position, working on some different bears. Now Catholic High is going to have to play very direct and with urgency.
So that will change things a bit here in terms of strategy, as Coach mentioned.
Yeah.
There's a really good one-touch pass there made by St. Paul's to get it to Ross. Here's a right footer toward the box, and dangerous ball, and it will be out of bounds. Unable to keep it in. But that was an opportunity, a little bit of space there.
Yes.
Getting forward for Catholic. We haven't seen that in this game thus far.
Yeah, Catholic High already put one of their left forward. They made them go all the way up in that attack, so already they're making adjustments from the sidelines.
Occupati had that touch for Catholic in a dangerous area.
Good win.
But out of bounds here, and St. Paul's keeps it. Carrier the throw in.
So we've been praising Patrick Riley, but you know what? He was a little bit too far off of his marks for that shot, and he learned a valuable lesson about that. Unfortunately, it's a painful one.
No question. Battle for the possession here. St. Paul's has won most of these, and they win this one. And now turning it is Ross. And a nice ball forward. And a nice tackle to get it out of there. Good job. Just when it looked like the Wolves had something very dangerous developing. Bears able to get it out of there, and shaking the tire particles out of his shorts is the case on these surfaces. Davies.
Yeah, I tell you
Gets through here. Oh, and a save made.
I was just about to say that Thielen was wide open while that ball was going through on the top of your screen, everybody, and they found him immediately just now, and he almost got the goal. You can't leave anybody unmarked on St. Paul's. You've got to pay attention.
Ball played to center of the field as Shalang plays it back now. Now forward, and here's a nice move by Thielen in space. He's got speed. Thielen to the center. Nobody stops the ball. Left,
he's got it
in. Thielen with a run puts it in the 44th minute, and it's 2-0 St. Paul.
Yeah, instead of passing the ball to the wing, everybody from Catholic High was waiting for that to happen. He decides just to keep it and just drill it to the back of the net. Extremely impressive.
I mean, nobody stopped the ball. He just made a clean run.
Yep.
Through the defense all the way.
Yep. Everybody from Catholic High was expecting the ball to be passed down to the wing, and he just said, you know what? I'm going to keep it. And that's it. And the goalie was way off of his marks again. All right, so it looks like Patrick Riley's going to grow a lot from this, but if Catholic High is going to come and go to the state championship now, things have got to change quickly. Now, in my experience in high school, the team that scores a third goal usually wins the game. So Catholic's not out of it yet, but they've got to get on their high horse and get going.
Here's another run for the Wolves. I mean, they're just playing in space now, aren't they?
Yep. The adjustments that were made are working, and if they put this ball in, you can say this game's all but done.
Into the box, and here it is on the rebound. He hit the post with a bullet. Wow.
A lot of heads down on Catholic High, and if they keep playing like that, it could get out of hand.
Well, you talk about a great state track and field championship. John Curtis leads the Catholic Bears 68 to 67.5 with one event left, a 4x400 relay.
I tell you, we use a lot of the same facilities De La Salle that John Curtis uses. And John Curtis track team practices so hard.
Really bad news for a local team. Acadiana wins 4-3 in penalty kicks over Grace King. So Acadiana makes it to the Division I final against the winner of this match. What an effort by the Fighting Irish. It fell just short.
Oh, man. My heart goes out to everybody in the Grace King Nation. They should be proud, though. It's really hard to win in Acadiana. Very hard to win.
So St. Paul's has dominating here in the early stages of the second half, scoring 2 goals in a matter of 4 minutes and taking a 2-0 lead here as we're in the 47th minute of this one. Nice job on the header. St. Paul's just hasn't given anything up defensively, Alan. Nothing.
Nope. And it's really like Catholic High's not trying to exploit anything either. They're waiting for St. Paul's to make a mistake. And they're still running backwards here. That's not going to cut it. It's a foul.
Really good job of Thieler to maintain possession and win the ball.
Yeah,
outstanding on his part.
Yeah, I see some hands on hips on Catholic High. That's a bad sign. It really is. For them. Great sign for St. Paul.
They just continue to put pressure on, win possession, hold the ball here. Strong by Shalane to keep it to the corner for Thieler. And Thieler,
they're going to get a corner.
Will get a corner out of it. So the first corner coming here for the Wolves. And let's see how they handle this set piece.
Yeah, and St. Paul's immediately sends a player to Riley. They send Odenwald. And that's a little chess match going on right there, too. Riley just better not pay attention to him and pay attention to the ball.
In the 48th minute, a corner. Left-footed across the box area. And able to keep it in. And Catholic still trying to clear it. A lot of headers here. They finally able to get it out of danger for the moment. But again, St. Paul's maintaining possession.
St. Paul's left wing is wide open on the top of the screen.
Yeah.
If they get it to him, they're trying
to change field. Couldn't quite do it. But they'll keep it in anyway with everybody forward here. Nice job of winning possession there. Really good ball skills by Wiles. Look at Wiles go.
Yeah,
he's still going. What a pass by Wiles to Ross.
Offsides.
Just ahead of the defender.
Yeah.
What a great job by Austin Wiles.
And I tell you what, if he would have taken the ball by himself, they might have wound up getting the third goal there.
So again, Holy Cross beat Woodlawn 1-0. Penalty kicks. Acadiana wins it over Grace King 4-3. St. Thomas More a winner, as they were the winners over Beauchesne 5-0 earlier.
Okay, I'm not so sure they gave a yellow card here.
I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea?
Well, because Riley did run right into. Colin did run right into Riley.
Okay.
So I guess that's just to protect the keeper, but that's not good, especially with his new high school rules that are out there, because it could affect him in the final match. And Coach Moser takes him right out of the game.
He has to.
I tell you what, he's going to put him back in. I don't know if I'd do that. Oh no, he's not. He's just getting water. Yeah, he's probably not going to see the field the rest of the night. I was really glad to see that rule be implemented, though, in LHSAA.
So go ahead and explain it. If he gets another yellow?
Yeah, if he gets a red card, then he's got to sit out the next match.
Yeah.
So
can't afford it. And you got a 2-0 lead here.
Right, and definitely have dominated all of the possession.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Catholic High is really not flat in the back anymore. If you notice, they're playing with the center defender up. We're in the midfield position, and that's going to help them at least get more offense.
Again, Newman beat Episcopal of Acadiana 3-1. They advanced to the Division IV final against the winner of Northlake Christian and Catholic New Iberia. They're tied 1-1 in the second half of that matchup. St. Louis Catholic beat U-High 3-0 in Division III. They're on to the final to play the winner of Vanderbilt Catholic and A.D. White Catholic, scoreless in the second half of their match.
Tell you what, St. Paul is going to possess the ball. Catholic High is playing 9 people behind the ball. Good opportunity for them, but they're going to have to start taking chances. 29 minutes left. You got to start taking chances now.
Well, it's too bad we might not see Ross again. He's a pleasure to watch.
He really is.
Ross and Thieler with the goals.
It just goes to show you, though, refereeing, it's judgment calls, but that can have a big effect. What if he would have pulled out a red card, But overall, I think this game has been well officiated.
I do, too. St. Paul's possession.
Taking their time now, milking the clock. And I mean taking their time.
I mean, they're just sitting around there beautifully. Austin Wiles, if you're a Wolves fan, is beautiful. If you're a Bears fan, say, come on, guys, let's go. Good job on the header. And Catholic High will have possession. What can Catholic do to mount an attack here? It just hasn't developed.
If they're not going to possess the ball, they need to put some numbers up. And it looks like that's what they're doing. It looks like now we got 3 people up as forward and really almost a 4th forward. And they're sending it to them. That's about the only thing I think they can do right now.
Bears send the ball.
But the drawback to that is what you're about to see, the counterattack.
Got job to win that one by Catholic, but St. Paul's will get it back. Nice job to turn it and to win the throw-in. McDougal. This one goes forward, and it will be Catholic's ball. We are in the 52nd minute of this game. Make it the 53rd minute now.
All right, they're going to put Trapp back in the game, and I guarantee you we got to keep our eyes open because they're going to try to do something with him. He's one of their senior leaders, and they're probably doing an adjustment now. And he's coming in with the message.
Nice tackle there to win possession for St. Paul's. Battle for the ball at midfield here, and Catholic will get it.
I tell you what, though, when you let the ball hit the ground, I mean, you can't do that and go to the state finals.
So a real battle going on in midfield right now with change of possessions, and St. Paul's.
Yeah, I tell you what,
Catholic. St. Paul's glad to do this for a while here.
Yep.
Soft pass there, easy takeaway.
Well, that's something that Catholic didn't do in the first half. Now they got an opportunity. But really, I don't see their fullbacks following through with their passes. They want a free kick, and they got one.
They got one there. So, about 30 yards out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is dangerous now. Now, Catholic High gets this ball. Watch the momentum change immediately. Now, look, they're bringing their big guns up. All right, so they're gonna. Let's see.
Catholic High will take the free kick.
Who is 23? All right, Nicholas Davies goes up. He scored 6 goals this year. This is probably his specialty. They have all the.
And by the way, in track and field, John Curtis won the 4x400 relay. They are the Division I indoor track and field state champs. They dethroned Catholic High.
That's
Here's
incredible.
A kick in the box.
Oh my!
Got it out of there. And keeper did a really good job, Schmidt, to get that one out of there. Boy, that ball was right on spot.
Absolutely.
Kick to the near post is wide, and St. Paul's dodges a bit of a bullet there. So the first real opportunity there for Catholic High.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's a message there. Sean's not going to be. He's going to tell him not to foul anymore. No, look, here we go. He's going to put Cullen in. Interesting.
Kyle Schmidt sends a mighty punt to the middle of the field.
So this one is battle for, and
a lot of
we'll
contact
get a whistle,
there.
and St. Paul's will get it back.
All right. So yes, if you notice, Catholic High had 4 people up on the attack. They're going to keep trying to do that until they get until they at least get 1 goal. But now they have to track all the way back. Catholic High in the old days used to play a 4-2-4. I used to love to watch it.
Johnny King pass to Thomas Carrier.
So Carrier
Sends it back to Austin.
sending it back now to Austin Wiles, and Wiles will pass it off to his teammate Longo as nobody pressures the backside for St. Paul. Nice forward ball, but just a little wide. Catholic will keep it.
Yeah, that was unnecessary. I mean, if Catholic High is just going to play low pressure in the midline,
Hold the ball.
Exactly.
Sure.
And just say thank you very much, and let's go home and have a hamburger. The game's over. I mean, you got to take chances. I don't want to second guessing coaching, though. You know, we don't really know what the coaches are trying to do. But I do know this, that Catholic High's in trouble. 24 minutes left.
Battle for possession here. Bears win it, but the Wolves stay after it, and that'll be a foul. So Catholic High will get the ball back. We are in the 56th minute, and it's 2-0 the Wolves on top. Winner plays Acadiana for the state championship next Saturday night at Chad Gormley Stadium. Bang forward by Knight, or by Riley, I should say.
I mean, a lot
his
of
counterpart now getting it, Kyle Schmidt.
A lot of the coaching community, we basically have been saying all year long, all that Division I is going to be is just who's going to fight hard to be able to play St. Paul in the final, and Catholic just drew the wrong straw to have to play them in the semis. But this game's far from over. Catholic can really squeeze one in if they put the pressure on, and St. Paul's has a lot of people on the bench that are really, really high quality, and coaches keeping the continuity of the lineup. He's not making a lot of subs. Lozano's about to go back in, though, for Catholic.
And a substitution for the Wolves as Mason Robichaux is on for the first time, replacing Jonathan King. Robichaux, a sophomore, rangy at 6 feet, 145 pounds. He's got 5 goals and 4 assists on the year. Good job of keeping the ball for a while, but unable to maintain it. There's a long ball pad toward goal, but no problem for Kyle Schmidt.
Yeah, no problem.
Made a fair catch on it. I couldn't resist.
Okay. Good call.
Michael Longo pass to Thomas Terry.
Wolves playing it on the far side, but turning it over as it's out of bounds, and a quick throw in by Catholic. And that's what people will try to do. They'll try to throw it in quickly before defense can get set.
Yep. That's really an important thing. But then you got to do something.
There's a good touch here. Now they've got something. Nice job defensively. Boy, St. Paul's defense has been impenetrable. But that's nothing new.
No, it's not. And they know not to crowd each other. They take away all of your passing lanes. If you're going to beat them, you have to beat them over the top. And that's when their goalie comes in and seals the deal and catches those balls that go over the top. All right, here we go.
One touch pass. That's Ross back in the game, by the way. Colin Ross is back on. And he has a nice touch, right?
Yeah.
And he'll get it back here, and he'll cross field.
He's on the ground there.
And that'll be a St. Paul's ball off of the foul.
Yep. Call the foul against, he hit the ground and they got the foul.
E.D. White has defeated Vanderbilt Catholic 1-0. So the E.D. White Cardinals are on to the state championship, beat their rivals 1-0. E.D. White in Division III will take on St. Louis Catholic for the title.
Nobody saw that coming. Congratulations, Coach Beamer. This is E.D. White's first time going to the state championship. Congratulations, Cardinals. Most people thought it was going to be a Vanderbilt-St. Louis final from the beginning.
There's a punch-out by the goalkeeper.
Good save.
The shot on goal there, beautifully done by St. Paul. So another shot on goal.
Okay, here's your transition. That was good job by St. Paul's to stop it. Excellent play by St. Paul's. Good discipline.
Totally dominating here in the second half. In the 60th minute, St. Paul's up 2-0.
Schmidt sends it all the way to the other side of the field.
And Catholic High will have it.
And Catholic High is going to have to push up. Now, Catholic High is not really trying to get a lot of width for some reason. They just want this ball over the top, and here we got it.
And a chance, but a little bit too far.
Yeah, you put that ball on grass, it would have been right by his foot.
Kazanav, their best player, racing for it, but couldn't quite get there. Now quickly the other way. Odenwald tried to keep it, but could not. Battled for it. Scrum here along the sideline, and who's going to win it? Catholic, and they'll clear it.
Yep. To St. Paul's, though.
Yes. North Lake Christian and Catholic New Iberia still tied 1-1.
Advantage. Okay.
And here comes Catholic the other way. Has a runner in the middle, tried to get it to him, but a little bit wide.
Yeah, with that Catholic New Iberia game, I think you could give Nick Chetta credit for experience points. He's been there a lot. New Iberia's got a new coach this year.
Mm-hmm. We shall see.
Oh, now we have some little goalkeeper tying his shoes.
Yeah, the old delay tactic. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. That stuff drives people like me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nice push forward here. Tried to get it up the sideline, but good job defensively.
Nobody in the middle. Yeah, they're only playing with 2 forwards, so
right. Nobody there to run with him.
Yeah. Catholic High's got to try something different. This is not going to work.
And this will be Catholic ball right around midfield. We are now looking at the 62nd minute of an 80-minute contest. And a 2-0 lead for the Wolves. Top seed, two-time defending state champion. In good shape to get to another state championship match, which would be, 6 in a row that they've gone to if they win here?
Yep. It's almost like we need to paint one of the locker rooms at Tag on with yellow and blue.
Yeah, St. Paul's Invitational.
Exactly.
They already have the St. Paul's Holiday Classic, Christmas Classic. So.
Yeah.
Colin Moser gets in the game.
And now we get a substitution as Colin Moser, the son of Coach Sean Moser, is checked in for the Wolves. And Moser is a promising sophomore with 5 goals, 3 assists. Nice job to win that ball. And McDougal will play it back as they just play pitch and catch here basically with Longo.
Yeah, why not?
Exactly. If they're not going to pressure the ball and they're not, just keep it in your quadrant there until they come get you. And then, now Catholic does come to pressure, so St. Paul's plays it forward. Long ball up the sideline, which is not going to be dangerous.
Nope, but it's going to take time off the clock.
It does. 63rd minute. 2-0 St. Paul's.
Catholic High looks bewildered right now.
It happens a lot against this St. Paul's team.
Yep. All right, here's a chance.
There's a good chance here. There's 3 men forward for Catholic. Good run here. Nice pass to the sideline. Looking to center it here or get a corner and gets a corner.
All right.
So there's a corner kick for Catholic. Opportunity here off the set piece.
There can be no excuses here. These kids have got to get their composure. St. Paul's is definitely going to have to do their job and make sure that they don't get misdirected with all these runs. Let's see what's going to happen. The closer the Catholic High players are going to get, y'all, that's the more they're going to try to pick. If they're spread out, they're just going to try to fill in lanes.
Bobby Lee will take the corner for the Bears.
Okay, it looks like Catholic High is just going to go man up. I'm bigger than you are. Let's see if you can stop me.
Lee, not dangerous, but it's kept in. Right foot boot and a nice punch out by the keeper. Well done by Schmidt with the save.
Schmidt, man, that was a great save. Okay, they're going to get another opportunity. They faked a short, a corner. We call that a flick play. And now let's see if they're going to send it to the person running to the ball and let him flick it across the goal.
Another corner.
Nope, they don't even send him this time.
Short post and headed wide.
Yeah, he got contact. But I tell you what, that shot was on target, upper right-hand corner. Mm-hmm. I tell you what, Schmidt, I mean, what a goal, what a night he's had tonight. Didn't have to touch the ball much, but when he's had to touch it, he's delivered. Well, another opportunity gone for Catholic High, and now we're at 15 minutes.
No question.
Oh, here's a chance.
Turnover here. Careless. And now they get some black shirts forward.
Oh,
and a good job to come back and steal it, though.
Great recovery defense by St. Paul's.
So the one match we're waiting on, North Lake Christian and Catholic High. New Iberia tied at 1 late in the second half at last glance.
Might be looking at PKs there, too.
At the very least, overtime. 13 minutes left in the regulation there. And 1-1.
Nice win.
Nice turn there. Yeah. Nice win again by Max Trapp. He still got it. And he still got it. Look at Trapp. He's battling. He still got it.
Yeah, and the Catholic High players are just holding their ground. They're just holding their parts of the field.
But then a center, and, of course, nothing but white shirts there.
Yeah, they're looking for mistakes from St. Paul's.
Right.
And I tell you what, a team as good as St. Paul's, they make very few mistakes.
66th minute, and a 2-0 lead for St. Paul's. Real hustle play there by the freshman, Kazanav. Well, I mean, he's been running all over the field, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. No worse for wear, too. He's going to be an amazing senior. All right. They're looking for him right now. Can't get to him. They tried to, and it was, well, intercepted.
Hotly contested balls here, and St. Paul's will ultimately win the possession.
You people watching on TV notice when St. Paul's gets the ball, you see 7 people moving to different parts of the field. Catholic High, when they get the ball, their players are staying in the same area. And that's
nice job on the turn here.
Left
foot of the box, headed straight up, and look, header.
Go.
Goal.
Yep.
Goal by number 7, Ross Steeler, his second goal of the game. It comes in the 67th minute.
Once again by the sensational Reese Steeler.
Reese Steeler getting it done in the 67th minute to make it 3-0. So Reese Steeler's had a big game.
Yes, it's done. My goodness.
Three 0 St. Paul's.
Yep, and in my experience, sometimes that doesn't happen, but most of the time, the team that scores a third goal wins the game.
Current score is Wolves 3, Bears 0 in 12 minutes and 33
So we're approaching 12 minutes to play in this one. And St. Paul's in total control, 3-0, well on their way to playing Acadiana for the Division I state championship.
Yep, and I tell you, that's going to sell out. Well, I would like to see a stadium sold out, but you can bank on this. The Acadiana Nation is going to bring fleets of buses to watch this game.
Wolves pressure again, but sailed out of bounds, and the Wolves just all over this defensive end.
Yep, and that's a compliment to them.
Crossover by Thieler, almost
they might get 4 here.
Chance. Here's another opportunity. Right footer across the bar.
Yeah.
And missed.
Yeah, and Catholic High's heart's broken right now. This is the time of game really you kind of wish you could just say it's over and leave them alone.
So Catholic ball.
Yeah.
Nice long ball here.
Yeah, nobody there.
Well, I mean, they've got to try, though. That's why I said nice long ball. That's what they really need to do is just throw it forward and try to get there. Here, like this. And
I agree with you.
I mean, they can't tactically outplay this team. They don't have the ability to do it.
They really don't.
So, I mean, I think you just throw it forward, long balls, and take a chance at the bounce and see if you can get there.
The key now is going to be to see whether or not Acadiana has that ability. And Acadiana really has had a pretty good year. Oh, here's another yellow card. I tell you what, and that could bite.
Yeah, that's on a St. Paul's player as well. I'm not sure who got
number 6
carded. You think it was McDougal.
Yeah, I think it's McDougal. Okay, so it's so unnecessary with a 3-0 lead. He's claiming he didn't do anything. All right, this will be too much, too little, too late for Catholic High. They might have a chance to at least put something on. I mean, they're 65 yards away from the goal.
Long ball here. That's what I'm talking about. Into the box and a scrum and a shot. Left foot.
Great
right
save.
On goal. And Schmidt is there.
Wow, Schmidt has done a great job tonight. He really has.
Catholic has had some opportunities here in the second half, and I think that's the way they've got to do it. Just play it long and try to get it in the scrum in the box, and they did there and got a shot on goal.
And look, most of the shots that Catholic has taken are on target, so that's why they got here.
Sure.
You know, it's just St. Paul's goalkeeping's been excellent.
Catholic's a very good team and program there. To get here, it tells you what you need to know. Nice ball center, but a good job to get it out of there by Lee.
Yeah, the Bears are back for real.
They're going to be around, especially when their best players are freshmen.
Yes, and
their keeper's a sophomore.
Right. What a pleasure that is to have as a coach. And his goal against average is 1.25. Here we go. All right.
Turn it does Robichaux, but Catholic wins it. And here's a run up the side. Gipati, nice turn.
But look how St. Paul's gets back. That's pride. That's really a sign of a championship program.
Nice touch here. Beautifully done by Roberts. Wow.
Wow.
What a job.
Yeah.
That's skill when you see those kind of ball skills.
Yeah, double teamed the whole time.
Mm-hmm. St. Paul's playing the kind of defense that, it's going to be hard to beat them with the way they defend, which is a real sore spot with the U.S. national team. They just,
yes.
To develop defenders. I as little as I know about the game, I ask Travis all the time about why can't the United States find better defenders than you seem to have over an extended period of time.
Yeah, and my argument would be more that I think we have defenders. I think the system we play doesn't take advantage of the defenders that we do have. You can't ask somebody to do something that they can't do. Like, you can't ask Drew Brees to run a wildcat offense, okay, and carry the ball like Cam Newton. You can't. And in many ways, our fullbacks are just they're showpieces. Whereas other teams' fullbacks, they are goal scorers.
And substitutions galore here for St. Paul's. Shalang and Cole Knobloch come on. And for Catholic, Drew Barrios is on. Also on for St. Paul's is Justin Savoie. And a big hand for some of the players who come off, having done a great job, including Reese Thieler, who is just a star here tonight with 2 goals, the junior. Now with 8 goals on the year.
Yep.
3-0 St. Paul's. And we're in the 73rd minute. Down the middle, and
referee let that go.
Let it go.
Off the post.
Hit the post and had a clean shot.
I'd say
looked like he might have been offside.
I thought it was offside. So I think even referees, when they get to the point of the game when you're emptying the bench, they kind of, take it easy too.
Sure looked like he was to me, but
yeah. Well,
goal kick coming here. Riley.
One thing Hammond learned this year is that the calls don't get charged back. Yeah, offsides.
It was definitely offsides. So I guess it was justice that he hit the post.
Yeah. It's nice to see when justice happens in soccer. And I tell you what, St. Paul's is, look, these kids that are now getting in the game, they want a piece of this pie. Watch and see if they don't score a goal. I mean, their fullbacks are totally on the attacking side of half of the field.
And another substitution here is John Gardner, the sophomore, is on for St. Paul.
Yeah, they won a goal.
And
watch how good that
keep
bench
it alive.
is.
They're fighting for this ball, keeping it in. Cleared by Catholic. By the way, North Lake Christian and Catholic New Iberia in overtime.
All right.
Tied at 1.
Wish I could be there.
Nice job to win this one by Longo, who's played well on the defensive end.
I tell you what, this St. Paul's bench could win half the districts in our state. And I think these kids are trying to show that right now. This is a dangerous kick. Nice cheekiness.
Played it up the side, but Catholic clears it out.
On his back,
and
yeah.
it'll be Catholic ball. Beautiful night here in Covington. And while we have the opportunity, our most sincere thanks to the entire St. Paul's school and athletic department for making us feel right at home. I mean, they do it the right way. Deeply appreciate it. Deep ball played, and that's what they really need to do, as I mentioned.
Yep.
And trying to get something out of this, maybe a corner. And still fighting for it. Still maintaining possession.
I mean, and everybody from Catholic High is just standing still, waiting for him to win it.
And continuing the battle for it.
Oh, my.
Finally, a long ball played out, but off the chest and maintained
nice
by
ball.
Catholic. That got into the center, and one more time they exchanged possessions, and Catholic keeps
Good ball from distance.
A nice right
shot,
curl,
yeah.
but a little wide by Michael Folk. And we are now in the 75th minute as this one starts to wind down. (3-0) St. Paul's in command. Not needing any more goals here. They
tell you what,
simply will look for possession and try to put this one to bed, right?
Yep. Next week you're going to see a lot of fans from Lafayette and New Orleans. Okay, St. Thomas More and Acadiana are going to bring busloads full of fans. So you're going to see some good soccer next week, everybody. We have 4 state championships in every and of course, boys and girls. So you have a great opportunity to see a lot of good soccer this weekend coming up. I didn't see the Edie White game happening. That's I promise y'all, the Bayou is rocking right now over there.
Wolves regain control.
Maintaining possession there was Savoie. This one played forward, though, and the keeper, Riley, will push it forward. Nice long header here.
Yeah, these bench players want a goal.
Oh, look at this.
Look at their push.
Nice touch. Nice pass. And down
penalty
he goes.
kick should be. Oh, he let it go.
No call.
Yeah.
In the box. Wow.
Yeah, it's
great job of ball handling and a great chance there, and a good job by Roberts, who hit the turf, but no call.
No call.
Just let him play, I guess, at this stage with a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, these referees probably have a 2-hour drive home, too. So, and these bench players for St. Paul's are really giving us a show right now. They're hustling.
'78th minute. This is Trapp. Turns, looks, centers, cleared. Trapp will hustle back toward it.
I thought that was going to get him at least a shot on goal, but St. Paul's quick to the ball.
Been impressed with Trapp. He's played very well in the second half for Catholic.
Yep. He's trying to do it all. Here's a break for Catholic.
Cleared out of there with the left foot. As we now are approaching the 79th minute, which arrives.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to give much stoppage time.
No.
Deep throw. Cleared out. All right. These boys want a goal. All right.
Kicked out of bounds by Riley. As we approach the 80th minute of this one.
Right, look at these. I'm really impressed with this bench.
There's a nice turn, and here's an opportunity for Roberts on a run. Roberts turns, Roberts centers, and a right footer is blocked.
Man.
And a follow-up turn, and
almost
saved again.
Great header by
What a header save. So 2 shots on goal by St. Paul's.
They're not done.
Are they finished yet?
No.
Here's a left footer. But again, foul before the play. So a couple of shots on goal, and they just missed another.
Those kids are trying to tell Coach Moser, put me in the game next time. I tell you what, that was 4 chances to score right there. Great job on Catholic High to stop all 4 of them.
Now the clock running very late in the goings here. Into the box it goes, and another dangerous ball.
Yes,
Catholic gets it out.
No, St. Paul wants this ball, man.
They are competing like crazy here. Back tap, and now played forward to get it out of danger.
Here we go.
Nice touch pass. Gardner.
Uh-oh.
Nice job to Shalang. And there it is.
Game.
So, the St. Paul's Wolves are on their 6th consecutive state final in Division I as they dominate in the second half and defeat the Catholic Bears by the score of 3-0. And St. Paul's improves to 26-1-3 with the victory. Catholic High falling to 15-8-2 with the defeat. Once again, I want to thank J.P. Kelly and Catholic High for their support here this evening, and also Coach Josh McReynolds, a gentleman. Deeply appreciate that class institution, Brothers of the Sacred Heart, an outstanding school and program, and a really good soccer team that has a great future. And our thanks as well to Craig Kettleson, my friend here at St. Paul's, who does a fantastic job. Their entire administration, Coach Sean Moser, for allowing us to be part of this tonight. Again, it's always nice to be welcome And it's always nice to watch a really good soccer team play.
Yes, and we saw two programs. One that's already at the mountaintop, another one that's on their way.
So that's what you're looking at, and you've got a really good future in Catholic Bears. And the future for St. Paul's is next Saturday at Tad Gormley Stadium.
Yep, against the Acadiana Wrecking Rams. Acadiana is no stranger at all to
being this far. They're a good team.
Yep.
Catholic and New Iberia just scored in overtime. They lead North Lake Christian 2-1 in overtime, and that's late.
My.
So very late now for the Wolverines to try to get to Tad Gormley next week, but they're in danger. All the other finals we reported, we'll give them to you one more time before we say goodnight. In Division 4, Newman over Episcopal of Acadiana, 3-1. In Division 2, Holy Cross beat Woodlawn of Baton Rouge, 1-0. St. Thomas More of Beauchene, 5-0. In Division 3, St. Louis defeated University High, 3-0. It was E.D. White 1, Vanderbilt Catholic 0. And in Division 1, Acadiana wins on PKs over Grace King. And here it was St. Paul's defeating Catholic High 3-0. So final thoughts here, Alan, from what you saw this evening.
Well, I think I haven't seen Acadiana play, but I will say this, that I'm going to stick with a lot of my coaching buddies. We really thought the only team that had a shot to beat St. Paul's was Mandeville. And Mandeville had that tragic loss to Grace King. And Grace King, they almost pulled out to get to the state finals, but they just didn't get it done. And who knows, Acadia might have an answer for this St. Paul's team. But as you saw in the last 10 minutes, I mean, the people on the bench on St. Paul's are hard to handle, let alone their starters. St. Paul's has it going on over here. And congratulations to Sean Moser, Trevor Watkins, the principal, and everybody at St. Paul's.
Well done. And once again, our final here from St. Paul's tonight. The Wolves of St. Paul's, the number 1 seed, with a convincing 3-0 victory over 12-seeded Catholic High of Baton Rouge to advance to the state final against Acadiana next Saturday night at 7:30 at Tad Gormley Stadium. We want to thank the Alvarez brothers for a job well done here. We deeply appreciate their support to make it possible for us to do this. Our shout out to Lenny Van Gilder, of course, to First NBC Bank, who makes this possible, and Ashton Ryan and company. Deeply appreciate them. First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of SportsNOLA.com. Our statistician tonight, Travis Trahan, we'll get some final numbers from him for you before we go here, and we'll pass those on to you here momentarily as soon as we can do so. But again, a scoreless first half tonight, and then here in the second half, it was a dominant performance by St. Paul's. Ross scoring in the 41st minute on a left footer, Thielen in the 44th minute, far post left footer, and then Thielen on a header in the 67th minute to put this one away, 3-0. A victory for St. Paul's and a terrific performance here this evening.
And you could say coaching doesn't matter, but Coach Moser made an adjustment in the first half that almost worked, and then he made an adjustment in the second half that did work with getting a goal in 90 seconds. And so, a lot of it in any sport is, can you coach on the fly? Can you throw away your game plan and make adjustments? And it's a lethal combination to have the talent that St. Paul's has, and then to also have the ability to be able to make adjustments. All right, if Acadiana does beat them, it'll be a historic victory.
Yeah, they're going to be a tough out. There's no question about that based on what we saw here tonight, what we've seen really all season long and for the last several years. Let's pass along some finals stats on this game. Shots for St. Paul, 18. Shots for Catholic, 5. Shots on goal, 7 for the Wolves, 4 for the Bears. Corner kicks, 3 for Catholic and 2 for St. Paul's.
And look, 4 shots on goal. That could have won the game.
Yeah.
Except Schmidt was very good at goalkeeping. I mean, those shots were excellent shots by Catholic High. Mm-hmm. It could have been a win for them.
Right.
So you can't say their game plan didn't work. They just ran into a brick wall called St. Paul's.
No question. And fouls tonight, by the way, 10 for Catholic and 4 for St. Paul's. It all adds up to a 3-0 victory for the Wolves here this evening. We want to thank you for being part of this tonight. We thank you for allowing us to be part of your lives tonight here from Hunter Stadium in Covington. For Alan DeRitter and for the Alvarez brothers and the Trahans, this is Ken saying thanks for joining us and be a good sport. God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.
Hello, I'm Ed Marshall, Senior Vice President at First NBC Bank. Sports in Louisiana isn't just about wins and losses. It's part of the fabric of our area. And just as we are fully invested in assisting our banking customers achieve their goals, we share that same commitment to local athletes. We support programs that contribute to the athletic development of young men and women. Athletics teaches them not just how to score goals, but how to achieve them as well. Join us in supporting our area schools and talented athletes. First NBC Bank, member FDIC.